Double posting problem, duplicate form submission problem or not? Other day I have discussed about duplicate form submission problem or not? Run on server, say next, say finish. Run on server, say next, say finish. Done, boss. Run on server, say next, say finish. Right, boss. Register the employee. What is this? Register the employee. Sonia 1, manager, this, 10. Click on register employee. Here, what is the message we are having, guys? Employee registered, right? What is the message we are having? Employee registered. Okay, but you say refresh. Same employee registered one more time now. Say refresh. Same employee registered one more time. 29. Is it called double posting problem now, boss? Is it not called double posting problem? Come on, everyone. What's the solution for this problem, guys? PRG pattern is the solution, right? PRG pattern is the solution. Okay. PRG pattern is the solution. Understanding my statement? Super, boss. Yes, boss. Refreshing the result page of form submission repeats the form submission activity and leads to double posting problem or duplicate form submission problem. This indicates post is non-idempotent. That means not safe to repeat the request. These are the use cases: double payment, double registrations, all these things. What is the solution for double posting problem, guys? Solution for double posting problem is use PRG pattern. What is the pattern? Post, redirect, and get pattern. What do you mean by that? The post mode request given to web application should always be redirected to get mode request processing environment. So the repeat of request will repeat get mode logics, not the post mode logic. Since get logic's repetition does not create any problem, so the double posting problem will be solved. So the double posting problem will be solved. Right now, boss? Everyone, please try to understand that, my dear. Go to controller class, boss. Go to controller class, right, boss? Alexa, activate balcony central light. Right. Everywhere you observe, especially this logic. Report logic you observe. It is always there to display the record in the form of table, right? Look at this add employee form submission. Okay, add employee form submission. Now listen, it is also returning to show underscore. It is also, observe very carefully, boss. Registering employee, getting all employee, keeping in model attribute, show underscore report. Array, this is taking which mode request? Post mode request. Right now, boss. This is taking which mode request? Post mode request. Now listen carefully. I stopped doing this work. List employees, putting this work. Why, sir? This logic is already there here. List employees, putting result in the model attribute already there. Showing the result page already there here now, boss. So if I can redirect request coming to this handler method to this handler method, what happened? Post mode request is redirected to get mode handler method or not? Post mode request is redirected to get mode handler method or not? Come on, my dear. See these guys. I commented this. I deleted this, boss. 1 minute. I will improvise this method by taking copy of it. I will improvise this method by taking copy of it. Say paste. Right. Delete it, guys. Delete it, guys. Nice words. Delete it. Tell me here, what is this? Redirect to colon, show underscore. Return redirect to colon, show underscore reports. I'm redirecting the request to a handler method whose request path is show underscore result. Tell me, the request given to post mode handler method is redirected to get mode handler method. Yes, na boss? Okay. From here, response goes to browser through view component, right? So if I refresh the refresh, which will be executed again? This method will be executed. This is just getting the record, not inserting record. So repetition of getting request is getting the records is going to create any side effects, guys? Does it going to create any side effects, guys? Systrace. Here also, what is there, guys? Systrace. Okay, now you observe. Very simple, Babu. The request given to this one, which is post mode, redirected to which mode, guys? Get mode handler method. From here, response goes to browser. Okay, from here, when response goes to browser, if I repeat the request, which will be repeated, mice? Which will be repeated, guys? This will be repeated. When this is repeated, it is just receiving the records and displaying record. Is there any side effect, boss? Is there any side effect, boss? I want reply from you people. This much easy, very much easy. Come on. What if so underscore repeat is used 2 times? What happened? Same records will be displayed again because it is getting the records, displaying the record. So it shows the report 2 times. Okay, if it's showing report 2 times, are you having any side effect, guys? Get is there to get the data from server. He is not going to getting data for multiple times from server. Is it going to affect application's performance? Does it going to affect application's performance in any angle, was? Not at all, right? Say next, say finish, guys. Here is my report, guys. Super. Here is my report, guys. Come on, guys. Here is my report. Add employee. Okay, see, already show report is executed once now. Add employee. Modi, Dev, salary, 10th department. Register employee. Oh, what happened? This is executed. From here, it is not redirected. From here, it is not redirected. What is that? Redirect to colon slash. Colon slash. No, actually not required. But only report, Ramamu. Sorry, it's my mistake. It's only report. What is the action? What is the request path, guys? The only request. What is the request path? Slash. Okay, only report is enough. Only report is enough. Once again, check it out. Run on server, guys. Next, guys, finish. Done. Run on server, guys. Next, guys, finish. Okay, first time I executed. Add employee. Modi, Dev, this time. Yeah, this time you observe. Output has come. See, add employee method executed, show report is executed or not. Add employee form submission is executed, show report is executed. Executed or not? Executed or not? Come on. Executed. Now, what is this output came because of report, guys. Say refresh. Refresh. What will be repeated? Show report is repeated. Does show report going to insert any record, guys? Does the show report going to insert any record, guys? No. So that means what happens, my dear? What happened, my dear? Okay, the record is not inserted. Duplicate form submission is not happened. So like this side effect is gone or not gone? Like that side effect is gone or not gone? Once again, see this freshly. Add employee. New data I will give. Lokesh. Not Lokesh. What is that, guys? KCR. Job CM. Salary 90,000. Department number. Click on register. Click on register employee. Output came na, boss. KCR record is there. Say refresh. Refresh. Are you going to get any duplicate KCR record here? No. But show report executed multiple times. Only fetching data is repeated, not the post mode request method. That means problem is solved now, boss. Problem is solved or not? But problem is solved, guys. But one side effect has come. Are we getting? Check it out. One more thing. One more time you observe. What is there, guys? What is there? Or what is the other one? Yogi is the CM is the designation. Salary is the number. Next, depart number is the 20, whatever. Register employee. Oh, department number is the issue, salary is the issue. Salary might be the issue. Click on it. See, are we getting that success message? Yogi record is definitely inserted, Babu, no doubt in that. But are we getting the message? Employee inserted message is coming up, boss. Employee inserted message is coming up, not coming. Why, sir? Why, sir? Why, sir? You are keeping in which attribute? Model attribute. Model attribute, right? What is the scope of model attribute? Request scope. Here to here, we are redirecting the request. When you go for redirection, no guarantee source method and destination method will use same request object. That's why model attribute created here is not visible over here. Is not visible over here. Understanding my statement, guys? Is not visible over here. So that's the side effect of post redirect get trouble. That's the side effect of what, sir? You have to solve it. You have to solve it, right? Sai Sampreet, when you say refresh button, whatever URL is there in the browser address bar, that URL request will be repeated. It is not about refresh button. When you say refresh button, what action is happening? Whatever URL is there in the browser address bar showing the web page, that URL based request will be repeated, right? That's the meaning of refresh now, boss. Are you worried about refresh button or refresh button activity? Come on, my dear. Okay. PRG pattern implementation. PRG pattern implementation. Step number 1. PRG pattern implementation. Okay. Make add employee @post mapping handler method redirecting its request to @get mapping handler method where records display logic is placed. Logic is placed. Where records display logic is placed. Understanding my statement, guys? Right. Where we should write this logic, my dear? We have to write this logic in controller class. What is our controller class, my dear? Employee controller, right, boss? Yeah, employee controller. This is my post. This is my post method, boss. This is my post method. This is my post method redirected to get. This is my post method redirected to get. Tell me, guys, this is P. Okay. Post. Tell me here, what is this? Redirect. Post to redirect. So, post to redirect to get. To redirect to get. Here is my get. Yes or no? The request given to post mode handler method is redirected to get mode handler. So final output will be displayed because of what, guys? This get mode method. So when you repeat the request by refreshing refresh button, which method will be repeated, boss? This will be repeated. Is it inserting record? No. It is what? Fetching the records and displaying the record. Fetching records and displaying record is going to be side effect. If you repeat that one for 100 times, is it going to be side effect? Does it going to be side effect? If you repeat that request for 100 times, does it going to be side effect, guys? Does it going to be side effect, guys? Come on. Is it really going to be side effect, guys? I want reply from you people, guys. Is it really going to be side effect? Are we going to get any kind of side effect, my dear? Super. The above code solves the problem, but the model attributes created in post handler method cannot be accessed and used in get handler method because the model attributes scope is are you understanding my statement, guys? Because the model attributes scope is get. Because the model attributes scope is what? Request to scope. That means specific to each request. Then and redirection does not use same request object in the source handler method and destination handler. In the source handler method and destination handler method. And redirection does not use same request object in the source handler method and the destination handler method. And the destination handler method. Is that clear, my dear? Got the clarity? Come on, my dear. Redirection does not use yes. Redirection does not use same request object in source handler method and destination handler method. Okay, boss. What is the solution for this problem? To overcome this problem, take redirect attributes object as the shared memory. Across the source and destination methods of across the source and destination handler methods of send redirection. Come on, guys. Send redirection and place model attributes in the new shared memory as the flash attributes. Getting my point, guys? As the flash attributes. Comfortable, guys? Place model attributes in the new shared memory. In the new shared memory as the flash attribute. Simply as the flash attribute. Got it, my dear? Understanding my statement? We need to use them as what? Simply as the flash attribute. Okay, once again, see that story, guys. Once again, see that story, guys. Done, boss. Copy these guys, paste it. Here, what is the shared memory map now? Start using map as the shared memory. Redirect attributes. Redirect attributes ATTRS. Redirect attributes ATTR. What's the specialty of the shared memory? Between source and destination methods of send redirection, the data, it makes data visible. So what is the source method for send redirection? This method. What is the destination method? This method. Okay, across these two methods, data, it makes data visible or not? It makes the data visible or not? Come on. Here is my ATTRS dot add attribute. ATTRS dot add attribute. Result message. ATTRS dot add attributes result message. ATTRS dot add attributes result message. Convinced, my dear, got the clarity, but add flash attribute. Sorry, flash attribute. Add flash attribute we should take. Add flash attribute we should take, guys. Observe the same code, guys. Observe the same code. Run on server. Say next. Say finish. Click on report, guys. Click on report, guys. Add employee, guys. Dev, guys. This register employee. Yeah, employee registered message has come now. Earlier we were missing this message. Earlier we are seriously missing this message. What do you say, boss? Earlier we were seriously missing this message. Now that problem is gone. Sir, refresh it. What is the record that is inserted? 31, let us assume. Is it inserted again? Is it inserted again, guys? No. Sir, message gone. Array, message should go now. We are repeating report generation request. We are not repeating what? We are not repeating insert add employee operation. Are you understanding my point? We are repeating, we are Now problem is solved or not, guys? Problem is happily solved. Got the point, my dear? Super. Let me give the code. Array, listen. If after completion of request processing, you want to execute the logic of, if you want to execute the logic of another handler method, understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay, boss. If two handler methods have different path, can we use this program? Definitely we can use. What is there in that? Yeah, post employees, guys, in controller class, boss. Where we should place it in controller class. Redirect attributes. Get mapping report. Get mapping report. Flash attribute, guys. Add flash attribute. Same thing, Rabav. Same. First attributes are specific to each request. Redirect attributes, objects. Object. Flash attributes are specific to flash attributes are specific to, come on, guys. Flash attributes are specific to, flat attributes are very much specific to, come on, guys. Redirect attribute objects, flash attributes are specific to, come on. Flash attributes are specific to the destination, or specific to the source and destination. Source and destination components are handler methods of controller class. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay, now time has come to get into a new module, that is Spring Security. What is the new module that we should study, guys? In fact, what is the next module that we should study, guys? Super. Spring Security. Shall we get into Spring Security now, boss? Yeah, it is given to provide security to Java web application. Security is combination of what, guys? Authentication plus authorization. Agree with me? What do you mean by authentication? Checking the identity of a user is called authentication. Okay, come on, guys. Verifying your username, password. verifying your username, password, verifying your PIN number, verifying your yeah. Authentication, Ra Babu. Arey, to get into Gmail, you will submit username, password. That is authentication, right? Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on. Okay. No. Checking the identity of a user is called authentication. Checking the access permissions of a user on various resources is called authorization. Access permissions, authorization. Checking the identity of a user, authentication. Okay, I will tell one simple example. Bank application you do. If a customer wants to get into bank application, his identity should be verified. His identity should be verified. Authentication. Employee wants to get into bank application, his identity will be verified. Authentication. But compared to customer, people, employee will have more access permissions in the application or not. Compared to customer, employee will have more access permissions or not. Customer can check what loans are possible. But whether loan should be sanctioned or not to the customer is there. That privilege is there for what? Similarly, manager will have more access permission compared to clerk. Compared to clerk, customer will have a less access permissions. All of them using same application, but their access permissions are different or not. Come on. Checking the identity of a user is called authentication. Checking the access permissions of a user on various resources is called authorization. Come on. To get into banking application, every user's identity must be verified. That is authentication. Every user's identity must be verified, guys. That is authentication. To use various resources of the banking application, the access permissions will be verified. This is called authorization. Okay, this is what I'm explaining. I forget about all the things, Rababu. I joined in Zoom meeting, you joined in Zoom meeting. Both submitted meeting ID and password, authentication. But since I joined as a panelist, faculty, I have a more access permissions on this Zoom app or not. I can stop the mic, I can on the mic, I can switch on the mic, I can switch off the mic, I can send the messages, you can send the messages. Okay, I have more operations. I can share my screen. Can you share your screen? I can remove you people from the meeting. I can enable your mic. You can enable my mic, boss. So both joined in the Zoom meeting. Since as a faculty, I got more access permissions or as a faculty, I got more access permissions or username, password verification, thumb impression verification, iris verification. Iris, in the eyes that will be there. Guys, can you respond? In the eyes that will be there while getting Aadhaar card. While getting Aadhaar card, they might have asked to look into the device. Look straight, they might have said, right? That is called iris. Comes under authentication process. After authentication, authorization on various resources will be verified. Example, with customer role, with user with customer role can access only daily transaction module and offers module. User with employee role can access daily transaction module, offers module, loans module, customer management module, and etc. Customer management module and etc. Convinced, my dear? Super, guys. Tell me, don't perform authorization directly on the username. Always do that work taking the support of user roles. Taking the support of user roles. Roles are like designation. Suppose, listen, Raja, you have permission to use loans module. Tomorrow, Raja employee removed from the organization, got promoted, resigned, taken leave, taken long leave. One more person joined. Again, you have to write the person name or not. Instead of that, if I give access permission based on the roles means designations. Designation. Raja resigned, some other person joined in the Raja's position having the same manager role. So if we give access permission for manager role, whoever is having manager role will have the access permissions or not. Whoever is having manager role will have the access permissions or not. Come on, my dear. I hope you convinced or not. I hope you convinced or not. Come on. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? The place where username, password, roles are maintained is called authentication info provider or security realm or authentication provider. Array, somewhere username, password verification, roles will be managed in boss. Array data that is technically called authentication info provider. What are the examples for authentication info provider? Database software, properties file, XML file, LDAP server as the authentication providers. Who is the best, guys? LDAP server is the best. Why LDAP server is best, you know? Why LDAP server is best, you know? In other places, if you forget the password, we can recover the password. But in LDAP server, if you forget the password, we can reset the password. We cannot recover the password. Anyone is having account in old Yahoo or Rediff, guys? If you forget the password, they will ask your alternate email ID. They will send the password to other email ID. Come on, my dear. That means they are recovering the password. But you observe latest Gmail and other one. If you forget the password, is there any chance of getting the password? No. We have to reset the password. That means you have to create a new password. Once gone, gone. Once gone, gone. In remaining all places, there is a possibility of recovering the password. But in LDAP server, there is no possibility of recovering password. Only resetting password is there. Check it out. This is authentication info provider. Username, password, roles, guys. Username, password, roles. Listening my statement, guys? Okay. Array, roles are like designation. Super, guys. Tell me. Yeah, listen. Bank application services, daily transaction, loans, financial services, payroll, and etc. See, guys, if username equals Raja, allow these modules. I'm explaining the problem, boss. I'm explaining the problem. Authorization based on the usernames. In this logic, if Raja is resigned or promoted, then there will be a problem because we are hard coding the usernames for authorization. We are hard coding the usernames for authorization. Come on, my dear. Super. The recommended process solution. Ask the end user to log in by submitting username password. LDAP is a server, guys. LDAP is a special software where username password roles will be saved. Recommended process. Check it out. Ask end user to log in by submitting username password. Perform authentication by using the submitted username password. Super. Gather the roles of authenticated user. Suppose I have given Raja Rani. What is the role of this? Clerk. Clerk. Provide access permission to the user based on the roles as shown below. If role equals clerk, daily transaction service. Else if role equals manager, give these permissions. I hope you convinced, my dear. Come on. I hope you convinced, my dear. I want reply from you people. Yeah, tell me. Tomorrow, Raja resigned. Rajesh came. When he resisted, he get the role of manager. Okay, do I need to change this code, guys? Authorization based on the roles. Tell me, my Zoom people giving access permission by seeing my name or by my role. Zoom people are giving access permission to you people based on your name or your role. Role means designation. You are having student role, less permissions to use resources. I am having faculty role, more permission to use the resources. More permissions to use the resources. Come on, my dear, getting my point or not? Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, my dear. Yeah. Two ways of security implementation. Two components of security implementation. Number one, authentication provider, authentication info provider, security reel. It is the storage unit where the username, passwords, and roles will be stored and managed. Example, text files, property files, database softwares, XML files, LDAP server is the best. What is the LDAP server, guys? In LDAP server, once password is forgotten, we cannot get password back except resetting the password. Next one, guys, authentication manager. This is another component, boss. If you want to implement security, we should have these two things now. It is the component that takes username, password from end user and perform authentication and authorization services. Okay, by talking to. Ayyo, Misra. By talking to authentication info provider. By simply talking to authentication info provider. and it gives 401 error response if authentication fails, and it gives 403 error response if authorization fails. Come on, my dear, what the clarity was. 401 error response if authentication fails, and it gives 403 error response if authorization fails. If authorization fails. Convinced, my dear, got the clarity was? Alright, this is the place where username, password, roles are saved. This is the component which is capable of doing authentication and authorization activity. If authentication is failed, it will give 401 error response. If authorization is failed, it will give 403 error response. Super, guys. Two types of authentication managers. Programmatic authentication manager, declarative authentication manager. Who is best? Declarative is best. Programmer developed authentication manager service. Okay. Array. Programmer should write the logic of authentication and authorization manually. This improves burden on the programmers or not? Super. Declarative authentication manager was using the ready-made authentication manager given by underlying container like servlet container and IOC container. Servlet container and IOC container. Come on, my dear. Using the ready-made authentication manager given by the underlying containers like servlet container and IOC container. Using XML or annotation configuration, we activate the ready-made authentication manager service of servlet container or IOC container. Convinced, my dear? So who is best, guys? Declarative is the best. Programmatic means programmer should sit and develop the authentication manager. Super. Okay, now the question that comes in your mind is, sir, already we are doing security by using servlet JSPs, right? Already we are enjoying security using servlet JSPs. What do you say, guys? Are you listening my statement, guys? Are you listening my statement, guys? Per boss. Yeah. Servlet JSP application support declarative authentication manager having following limitations. Having the following limitations. Having the following limitations, guys. Number one, does not support advanced authentication providers like database software, LDAP servers. Does not support advanced authentication provider. Sorry, it does not allow to use LDAP server database software as authentication provider. We need to write server specific entries in web.xml. And to activate this authentication provider, we need to write some entries in web.xml. Unfortunately, they are server specific entries now. Server to server, those entries may change. Some web servers do not support this security feature. So we will be forced to use costly application server only for security feature. Only for security feature, we are forced to use what? Application servers, costly application servers. We cannot move our application to another server which does not support security. You're already enjoying security in one server, but somehow situation has come to move to another server where security service is not there in that server. Can we move, guys? Can we move, guys? Unfortunately, we cannot. Okay, listen. Up to Tomcat 6 web server, from Tomcat 7 plus application server. WebLogic, Wildfleece, Glassfish, etc. also application servers. Application server is extension of web server. I think you know all these small points now, my dear. Okay. Yeah, this is my web server, guys. This is my application server, guys. One is my web server, one is my applications. Got it, my dear? Come on. Super. To overcome these problems, take the support of Spring Security having following advantage. Array Servlet JSP security is having some problems now. In order to overcome those problems, you have to take the support of Spring Security. Spring Security can be applied in Spring MVC application, also in non-Spring MVC applications, like Servlet JSP, JSF applications. It can be applied in what? Spring MVC application, also in non-Spring MVC application. Convinced, my dear? Can be used in those servers which support security service and do not support security service. Array, irrespective of whether server supports security or not, Spring Security can be applied. Super. Array, all these are solutions for the problems above. Support multiple authentication providers like database software, properties file, XML file, and LDAP server. LDAP server. Yes or no? Na? So definitely provides multiple guys. Are you listening my statement, guys? Come on. No need of writing any entries in web.xml related to security. This is also very important. Okay, in web.xml, you need not write any entries, boss. Everything will be done through Spring level. Next, gives lot of additional features like remember me, session max count, and etc. Are many other facilities also there, Rabu. Additional features also there in the Spring Security. This is another advantage we are having. Different approaches of implementing Spring Security was XML driven configuration, XML plus annotation driven configuration, 100% code driven configuration, Spring Boot configuration. As I said, this is good in Spring based application development. This one. This is good in Spring Boot based application development. Right now we are learning Spring. That's why our main focus will be this one. Yes. Right now we are learning Spring Boss. That's why our main focus will be this. I hope you understood, guys. Super. Okay. Officially, I will launch Spring Security in tomorrow's session. Yeah. Officially, I will launch. This is Spring Security related discussion, Prabhu. I will launch Spring Security discussion in tomorrow's session. Got it, my dear? Understood? What is LDAP server? LDAP server is a special software like database software where username, password roles will be saved, but with more security. What is the specialty of LDAP server? If you forget the password, LDAP server never allow you to recover the password. It always allow you to reset the password, right? It always allow you to reset the password. Super. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll discuss more about security.